Beautiful Geminis, welcome back to the channel, Gemini. Thank you for joining me here. Let's get to Gemini some overall messages here, Spirit. Hope you're doing fabulous, Gemini. Thank you guys for being here. Someone feels guilty, knows they've caused some damage. You could be feeling shattered about the situation. So you're distant from somebody right now. Somebody let their pride get in the way of this connection. Someone's saying, I still have hope for us, but they're indecisive. Somebody is sabotaging here. Says, I mess up all the good things in my life. I want to call you and hear your voice, but there is some kind of... Someone is longing for someone else, but they're indecisive. It says, being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. Unexpected outcome. Things didn't go the way that they had planned. Someone is feeling unsatisfied here. I don't know. Somebody may want to fix the connection. Let's see what's going on, but there's neglect here. I failed to give you what you need. Someone is so stressed out, it's draining someone. This masculine energy is feeling stressed and feels drained. Wow. Somebody's pride and ego is getting in the way here. Gemini. Someone was in cloud 9, is stalking, trying to get closer, but someone's been acting fake here. What's going on? Someone is a copycat. It's like this is a person who could have cried wolf. You know, going into the arms of someone else, saying she hurt me. Someone's like, he got you all fucked up, sis. You could have gone to... Now this person has got career worries. They've got relationship worries. I don't know. Let's find out from the tarot. Please tell me, when this person says, she hurt me, who's this person going to? Who's this person turning to? Saying she hurt me. A friend? A third party? Juggling, giving to two. Could be some form of manipulation going on here. Someone is sitting here just taking the lead, has set up some boundaries. This is a separation. The truth is out. Clarity is out. So somebody may be going to an ex. Somebody crying their eyes out to an ex. Yep. Could be, pouring their heart out. This person is sneaky. And somebody just walked away. Somebody's changed here. Somebody took a leap of faith, took a risk. I don't know. And now they're stagnant. They're just like crying their blues to someone else. Oh, she hurt me, but They hurt themselves here as far as I can see. I mean, if they're breadcrumbing and they neglected this person, what was this person supposed to do? I mean, they were crying their eyes out to someone else, crying their eyes out to a third party, complaining. It was pride and it was ego, because this feminine is very patient. This person is probably a starseed. They're incredibly patient. They were very patient. You cannot tell me they weren't. But they turned the tables on this energy and started breadcrumbing them, neglecting them, because they were pouring their heart out to another energy, complaining how this person hurt them. Well, when they did it to themselves, it was their pride and their ego that got in the way of this connection. Yeah, I told you, pouring their heart out, crying. How this confident single starseed crying to a third party. All depressed and woe-begotten here. Come on now. I'm so stressed out. See, they were giving to two and they were... Look. He was talking to somebody who they said was a friend, but there were more, if this person had have poured their heart out to the person they're with, there may not be a problem today. And in the distance, they're still holding on to this person. But they were a player, and I'm telling you, they made the decision and can't blame anybody else. See? It's like they're comparing, okay, because this person could have got hurt by someone who they used to be married to. They were trying to this person sang the blues to you, and then they went and sang the blues to someone else. They were singing the blues to you about their ex, what their ex did to them and how they hurt them, and then this person shifted and went singing the blues about you to somebody else. They have a pattern. I'm sorry. I told you. Very toxic relationship. Victim mentality. They were lying, and their lies are catching up to them. I'm telling you, they were lying. See, I told you. Oh, she hurt me. This hurt me so deeply. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, this person's got a MO here, and their MO was when they met you, they were crying about their ex. And then when this person started breadcrumbing you, they cried about you to maybe their ex, or, see what I'm saying? Or someone new. But they were lying. An earth angel or someone like this who has a lot of honor and integrity is not going to hurt anyone intentionally. told you they're still holding on to you. It's their pride and ego that got in the way, that ruined this relationship. Oh, come on, like the Empress. The Empress is going to hurt anybody? I don't know. I mean, they could be guilty of a little bit here, but not what they've been accused of. This person could have been drunk. I told you. Something weird here. Oh, come on now. So they... Oh, jeez. I'm losing my patience here. I really am. I am losing my patience. It's their pride and their ego getting in the way here. And it's to the point where I want to gag. This person is like, okay, you could have been the stable one here. You could have been like very confident, independent, building your future, trying to like work really hard for happiness here, for the connection. But this person was absolutely neglecting you. And they're pouting. They're like, oh, you're always working. You're always doing things. Crying the blues out to someone else. Making someone else feel sorry for them. And your intuition knows better. I mean, this person wanted you to chase them. They did. They wanted you to chase them because they were feeling neglected. And they were getting angry, like they were neglecting you. They were. And they're openly saying that they were. So this person wanted you to chase them. They're like an overgrown baby. It's their pride, it's their ego. Well, the problem here is that an Empress will not chase. They'll talk to you, they'll deal directly to you, they'll have a conversation with you, but they're not going to chase you. This person wanted to be chased. And someone was willing to chase them. You poor thing, they're neglecting you. They're not looking after you. They're always working. They're always doing that. Now, this person was looking for someone to feel sorry for them. They had sexual options. And see what I'm saying? They were talking behind your back. Acting melodramatic. Acting like it was such a painful experience. Well, you know what? They went looking for it. They was talking behind your back. And I'm telling you that they're falling on their own swords. because the truth is that they loved you. But their actions said otherwise. And now they're overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed. It was their pride and it was their ego. So, like, I'm not trying to glorify the Empress energy here, but the Empress energies will not chase. Like I said, the Empress will they're going to talk to you directly. This Empress was patient. This Empress, like, they're not going to stop living to cater to a masculine. They're not going to do it. They have to be productive. They got a house to run, bills to pay, kids to look after. They are stable. They're confident. They, independent. They got to pay their own bills. They got to look after themselves and their household. They don't have time to cater to a baby. And this person was playing little mind games. Wanted the Empress energy to chase them. See, I'm being neglected. She hurt me so bad. Going and talking behind your back to another feminine energy, crying the blues to them. And I can almost guarantee you when you met this person, they were crying the blues about their ex. This is this person's pattern. The problem is other feminine energies buy into that. Where an Empress can see right through it. An Empress knows the scoop on what is going on. So does the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess might have been silent. The High Priestess may have spoke their piece, said what they had to say, and left it for this person to make up their mind and make up their decision. Well, instead of making that decision, being indecisive, instead of making that decision, they went crying their heart out to another feminine energy. Feel sorry for me. They were feeling sorry for themselves. Victim mentality. It was their own pride and their own ego. Like, they got to understand. They weren't understanding. They got to understand that the Empress has a household to operate. And they got to understand that they got bills to pay. And they got people in their lives to look after. This person was pouting because they felt sexually neglected, or they felt like you weren't giving them enough time and energy, when simply what they should have done is offer to help you. They should have pitched in, because it looks like you were taking care of business here. You cannot start neglecting your home and your job and your kids and your life and cater to this person. I think that you were very patient. It's saying you were patient. And you weren't going to you were becoming something. They wanted you to become something that you didn't want to be. And that is someone who chased and like, the bills got to get paid. The house has to operate. So this person started pouting to someone else, and they started the feel sorry for me thing with someone else. They did. And it would seem to me that now they're where they are with who they're with, they're crying the same story. And now it's like they want to backpedal back to you and tell you all their tales of woe of what went on in that connection. It's like this person just keeps repeating a cycle. And until they're willing to address their own issues, it's going to continue to happen. It's like, okay, if you, for example, were having trouble in your relationship and you went and poured your heart out to some other person, you would likely, an Empress would likely, number one, not do that. But even if they did, you're certainly going to be honest with this person and tell them about it. This person was lying. And they're like, I want to tell you the truth. I want to tell you the truth. Well, they should have made the decision to be honest, because if they were honest, you may have given this person a second chance. You may have given this person the opportunity to explain themselves. But they're crying the blues. They're the victim. They're crying the blues. She hurt me. So, and it's them. Oh, they got career worries. Oh, they got heavy burdens. It seems to be either in like a me world, all about me. And if it's not all about them, then they have an issue and they have a problem. I have so many burdens. I am so troubled. She hurt me. I'm having problems with my job. I've got all this going on and you don't understand. So I had to go out and find somebody who would understand. For what? I don't care who this person gets with or how many options that they have. You're not going to replace an Empress energy. There is no one more grounded, more dedicated, more loyal, smart, attractive, independent, birth new ideas and creations. No one you can grow with more than an Empress. And if they got issues with an Empress, they're going to have issues with whoever they're with. Until they realize it's their own pride and their own ego that's ruining their relationships. And it is. And anyways, somebody's just copying what the Empress is doing, but they're a fake. It's fake. They're just acting. There was somebody who's fake. They're just putting on an act, trying to copy the real Empress. Stalking the Empress, trying to learn by the Empress. Oh, you poor thing, come here, come on. It's ego. Like you may have had to call this person out. Okay, you may have had to. Look, they're breadcrumbing you, they're ignoring you, they're leaving you unread. It's like, I don't have time for baby games. I have a life to live. I've got bills to pay, I've got a house to run, and I really can't afford to look after another kid here. They're acting like a kid. A grown-ass man acting like a kid, needing to be pampered and all that shit. Well, they should have dealt with all those issues before they got with an empress. Like, how are you supposed to know? This is a grown-ass man. And I'm sorry to you masculines if you're out there. It could be vice versa, you know, but in this read, that's clearly what it is saying. It's like throwing a temper tantrum when they don't get their way. Instead of adulting, I mean, this is the real world and we live in it, and the bills have to get paid. The house has to operate. Food has to be on the table. And this one's like, what they should have done, like I said, is offer to help and assist. This is teamwork. You're not like, you know what I mean? What happened to teamwork? This person's about I. What about me? What about me? Well, you didn't say that. You were building for your future. You were thinking, okay, well, we got a long way to go here. We got to build the nest egg. We got this to achieve, this to achieve. You're working hard for the relationship, and they're working hard against the relationship. It is sabotage. I am sorry. You got to work together as a team, and if you're not on the same page, it's like you're not on the same page. And the Empress figured it out. We're not on the same page. You're either working for this relationship or you're working against the relationship. You know, you decide what you want. I seen you were really patient, and you might have lost your cool at the end, but only in the sense of setting up boundaries. So this person was crossing your boundaries, and they're crossing the line. I mean, a lot of people say, well, cheating is not cheating. When you're forming an emotional attachment to someone else by confiding in that someone else other than your partner, who you should be confiding in, it's like then you start getting those person's values in the way and those person's opinions in the way, and now this person's confused. Well, who's telling me the truth? Well, they should have, number one, fought for themselves. And if they were going to talk to anybody about it, it should have been the Empress. There's nobody more understanding or patient than an Empress. Like, you weren't going to persecute this person or something. But when you start that emotional connection with other people, and those other people, it's like taking away from the relationship. I don't know. I've seen many relationships fail like this. It's an emotional affair. I don't care if it was starting out sexual. It was an emotional affair, how it started. And that emotional affair turns into like you form a bond with that person. You're confiding in that person all your personal problems and relationship problems, and they got ulterior motives, or they wouldn't be listening. That is something for me that I do not discuss with anybody, and I don't care who it is. Somebody comes to me with relationship problems and stuff like that, I just say, what do you want to do about it? What do you think you should do about it? I'm like, if it's a married couple, I ain't getting involved. Nope. And no. Nope. I've learned. And in fact, now what I do when people come to me with relationship problems, I tell them you better go work it out with your partner. That's who you should be talking to. And it doesn't matter who it is in my life. You know, go talk to the person who you got the problem with. That's what you should be doing. If you can talk to me about it, you can talk to them about it. I've had so many people, I don't know, maybe because I'm like an empath and people feel compelled to talk to me about stuff, but I've learned like so many years ago, don't do it. I mean, they're adults. They can figure it out. They don't need my opinion in it. If they want to both come, that's a different story. I'll talk to them with their person there. Absolutely. I got no issue doing that. But I ain't talking behind their back. Like, no. Nope. I don't need no hard feelings. Even, but as when you're going to someone who you think is a friend, it's just, I don't know. Then why can't you be friends with both people? And if you can't, there's something, I don't care what anybody says, there's something up. Oh, we can't involve the other person. Well, you shouldn't be talking to my person then. Or you shouldn't be talking to that person. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be. Like most people don't start affairs by having sex on the first date. Most people start connecting with someone over conversation. And then texting. And then more conversations. And then meetups. And then it is an emotional affair. I don't care what anybody says. Then it escalates. Don't let other people in your relationship. That's what I know. Unless you're both doing it. You know, if you need some help or something like that and you go to somebody with a lot of common sense, that's different. Or somebody who you think is going to help and benefit your relationship. But when the other party is excluded, that's not right. Gemini. Crystal child, you're here to help uplift the planet of harsh energy, bringing forth healing and peace, and also assisting humanity in soul growth and evolution. You have a natural ability to make others come after you, see? Possessing a powerful aura that makes it difficult to stay away from. So you yourself are going to have to be careful of falling into that trap. You have the power to make the opposite sex fight for you, provoking jealousy in those that fall under your spell. So you got to be careful here. When people are drawn to you, make sure they're not coming to you about someone else. Someone else's cry me a river about my wife, my girlfriend, my husband, my boyfriend. You've got to be careful because you have healing qualities. And a lot of people can misconstrue that, Gemini. Like you have a powerful aura about you, and people are automatically drawn to you. You don't want to be getting in the middle of somebody's marriage. You don't want to be getting in the middle of someone's relationship unless they're both coming to you, because you are here to heal and you would probably have some really good advice. You could probably point them in the right direction or give them some advice to help heal their own relationships. But I would not be doing it without the other person involved. Because you could be getting yourself into a situation that's going to cause you a lot of heartache. Take care now.